How about AFTV? We've just drawn to Brighton 1-1 here at the Amex. Let's go straight into the decision. We're not saying this is a fault for us drawing today, but your thoughts on it. Was it a penalty that was given by Anthony Taylor on João Pedro?
No, I don't think that was a penalty. No way. Like, I've never seen that decision like that for head class in the box given as a penalty before.
Yeah.
I've seen it loads of times. The referee never gives it as a pen. But I thought today overall the performance wasn't good enough. Like, we really struggled to create chances. Like, apart from the goal in the first half, there's one chance that I remember that we tested the goalkeeper, that Jesus shot. And even after the goal, we didn't create nothing in the second half. It's like we're trying to hold on for a 1-0 lead. And like, when you're trying to hold on to a 1-0 lead, it's never like a safe scoreline. Like, you have to get the second goal to kill the game, especially with like, Anthony Taylor. Like, you know, like he can mess the game up. Like, he's done it loads of times. And after that penalty, I thought like the game like changed completely. Like, Brighton were the much better team, and we were like holding on, and we just tried to break on the counter, but we looked toothless in attack. Like,
Does that feel like the same story for us? Because I feel like everyone keeps saying we don't, put our foot on the gas. It feels like, like you said, we score, then we're trying to hold on to that 1-0 lead, or we sit back a little bit. Is that becoming frustrating, or what do you think that's down to? Do you think that's down to tactics from Martel? What do you think it is?
Yeah, I think it is to do with tactics. I think that the attack we've got and the number of injuries, Saka out, Odegaard not starting, I don't think like even he believes that like our attack's not good enough to score loads of goals. So like, and our defence is really good. Like before the penalty, I didn't think that Brighton would score. Like you could see that we were controlling the game well, even though we weren't creating chances. But our defence and we just every time they came forward, like Saliba and Gabriel, they was keeping them out. We were very solid defensively before the goal. But that goal just changed everything.
What's the difference though? Because it's funny because a couple of weeks ago we were scoring against Palace 5s, and we scored 3 against Brentford. And that, so we can. What has happened? Because we can score goals, but then I have the same feeling as you have. At times I'm like, go for it, but I don't know what it is. What do you think? What is the difference? Is it maybe the injuries? Is it maybe the sickness? What is it?
That Palace game, I think Palace were like played very open. Like That's why we had more space in behind, like with the wingers and to score more goals. That's why we scored more.
Yeah.
But like I think Brighton were more like compact and. Against Brentford, we scored 2 goals at the start of the first 5 minutes. Yeah. That was just from a set piece and like Martinelli with a wonder strike. Like we didn't like break, we didn't score like it wasn't like passing like from the back to the front, like scoring goals like that. Yeah. I think that the main problem with this is I told you earlier in the season, like our summer transfer window weren't good enough. Yeah. It was so poor. Like we signed a defender and a midfielder, and Sterling was a panic buy, and it's a loan deal, and Sterling's not good enough. You've seen it this season. He hasn't been nowhere near good enough.
He's barely played, yeah.
And we failed to sign an elite forward. That's what we needed. And now we need 2 elite forwards, a winger and a striker, because Saka's injured. Now he's hear about the Nwaneri news. He's got a muscle injury. And like our attack's to the bare bones now. We're playing 2 games every week as well. Like, you have to rotate. Like you can't blame Arteta for like rotating because
no, of course not. Yeah,
you can't play the same team for. We've got 9 games this month. Like you can't play the same team for all 9 games this month.
So finally, is the title over for you?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. But I think the main reason the title was over is because of our summer transfer window. We had to sign a striker, and now we need to sign 2 players at least.